Good afternoon, friends. So today we had seen a massive rally in the stock market, almost 300 Nifty points up. Yes, this was due to the yesterday election result, which was favoring BJP, and it should look like the general election also BJP won, and that's why such a bullishness is there in the market. So, guys, congratulations to everyone for touching new high. Now let us start taking questions, guys. I know last 2-3 days I was not unable to make videos, so today I'll take some questions. So first question, I'm going to take it from Mr. Suresh Akela. He said that please do analysis of CDSL stock, and I think it is Gautam Swami who is saying stock analysis of uh, CAMS. Yeah, CAMS. So basically, we'll do stock analysis of CDSL and CAMS today. Of course, guys, if you want your stock to be analyzed, please put it in the chat box. Which stock you want to analyze? I'll try to cover in next few videos. We have covered lot many stocks similar way. My main aim is to help you out in analysis in this talk and also take a right decision. And guys, as you know, my name is Tapan Doshi. I'm a chartered accountant and a stock market expert. If you're not subscribed this channel, click the below link, do subscribe and do like this video. So now let us start our analysis for CDSL. So we'll take first CDSL, then we'll take CAMS. So talking about CDSL, you know, CDSL, of course, it's a quite a famous company, and you know, Central Depository Service Limited, it's actually the capital market momentum which was there in last 2-3 months now has affiliated the quarterly results of CDSL also. Such a good bullishness was there initially when it has fallen. Even the CDSL has fallen initially, you know, after COVID there was a big rush on opening a demat account, and CDSL is having around more than 74% of the market share of this demat account at the depository. And you know, there are only two players, NSDL and CDSL, and again in CDSL is having the major market share, and that is a positive about this stock. Now if you see about the result was quite good in last quarter also. If you talk about depository, it always remains as a structural bull play, because India's capital market is going to go higher and higher. If it touch today all-time high, guys, I can tell you next 10 years India is going to grow a lot, and along with that Indian stock market. Now you have to understand, if economy goes 3 times in next 5 to maybe around 8 to 10 years, then market will be almost 6 times. And if it is going up, then there are only two players, NSDL and CDSL. NSDL is going to bring an IPO in future, but CDSL already there. Of course, it has had a big jump earlier, then it has fallen down. But yes, that is what you have to see. A structural bull run is there in the market, which will help CDSL directly, because it's a platform business at the end of the day. So that you have to keep in mind. Again, growth opportunity for these digital platforms like insurance is also now getting digital. Now that is also one of the wing which is going to be added in CDSL in future, कि आप insurance भी अपने डिमैट account में रख सकते हो. Now these are all positive thing is happening, and that's why CDSL is directly beneficial. But yes, we have to see the valuation part also. We'll check about that. We'll open the screen and check about that. I'm just giving you the sum of the main points which you have to keep in mind when you are examine CDSL stock. Again, guys, the annuity issued charges and also now the yearly charges with the CDSL charges to the end customer, that is no clients and all that, that is also actually one of the biggest revenue. Again, guys, you have to understand the quarterly result was quite good. It was quite good. Now what we'll do, we'll just see the quarterly result first, then we'll go ahead. So let me open the quarterly results. So talking about quarterly result, guys, now here let me put CDSL. Yeah. Okay. So if you see the CDSL, now if you see the 5-year chart, a 5-year chart, if you see, then you can see there is actually a good rise in the stock. Earlier in 2020, it was below 200 rupees. Now it has gone to almost 1900 rupees. Okay. So within 3 years, actually the stock has almost 10 times return given. And that is what is there for the CDSL. It is giving a very good return. You can see here it was a good jump. However, actually after that, it from 1600 it has fallen up to 800, 900. Then again there is a big rise in the stock price, because here you can see there is a rise in the big volume, because suddenly the market is going up, and also the number of accounts and all this start opening going up and demat accounts and everything, that is fueling the growth. Again, if you talk about P ratio, now initially see the P ratio gone up to almost, you can say that 75, then it has a good drop. However, you can see here this blue color is nothing but the EPS. EPS, if you see, it is almost steady. Now, slowly and gradually, again the P ratio is going up. So what has happened? Why this happened? Initially, when the company started, everyone was so excited during the COVID period. You can see such a big bull run was there. Then everyone thought, okay, now the accounts are stabilized. Now there are no new accounts are opening. Then little bit of downgrade of P ratio was happening, even though the EPS was going up only, and actually it was somewhat, see, you can say little bit dip, but no, it was not a big dip. So what was happening here, the P ratio derating was happening, and now again the P ratio is going up. Now this is one of the sign you have to understand, that why it, if it is going up, that means again the valuation point of view, it is on a higher side. So now let us see about sales and margin. If you talk about sales and margin, guys, it is having a very good operating margin and net profit margin. You can see here the operating profit margin was around 68, which is currently still around 63, which is very good. Even if you talk about net profit margin, which is 50% and above, now that is a very good net profit margin, guys. It is a platform business. So once the system are set, you don't have an incremental too much cost. That is why net profit margin is very good, and that gives a confidence that this company will do good over the time, because then net profit margin and also the operating margin is quite good. Overall, if you see price to book value ratio also similar to P ratio, it has fallen earlier. Now again it is going up because the valuation going up as and when the stock is going up. Okay, so now this was all about the few ratios. Now, the positive thing is the company is totally positive, debt free. Again, companies good deliver good profit margin of 21.6% last 5 years, good ROE, okay, around 26.7%, healthy dividend 52%. Again, cons are that it is having a higher price to book value ratio. As I told you, it is slowly and gradually going up. Now, we'll compare this at the end. We'll compare CDSL and CAMS together with the peers comparison. So I'm not taking it currently. But now let us talk about the quarterly result. So if you take the quarterly result, guys, if you see here, the sales, actually it was 86 only, and now it is almost 207 from December 2022, almost two times. And net profit margin also almost gone double here. Okay. Now, sales was constant in last few quarters, but yes, in September 2003, there was a very good jump in the sales. That is why, you can see there was a good jump in the stock price also in last one quarter. Again, you can see here the net profit was 80, 75, 60. Then again, there is a jump in the 109. So EPS is a very good jump of almost 30-40% in last quarter. And that is what helped the CDSL to go up. Also, if you talk about the cash flow and all that, currently it is negative, but slowly, hopefully, this will go into positive soon. Okay, and this is what you have to understand about the. First of all, also we'll see the CAGR of last 3 years. Talking about CAGR of last 3 years, compounding sales, it is almost 37%. Profit growth is 37%, and stock price CAGR is 51%. Even 1 year, it is 53% stock price CAGR. So overall, company has performed well in last 3 years. That there is no doubt about it. Now let us understand that. How will be the company going from here. So talking about that, guys, some of the down risks you have to understand here is that that of course decline in market volumes and threat from here are basically देखो अगर volume decline होगा, if the stock prices goes down or the stock market activity goes down, then of course there is a big risk, which I feel that it will not be there again, because you know that no such a good bull run may be coming nearby. So I don't think there will be such a big risk. Upside risk में तो वही है कि if the issuer charges, no charges जो आप charge करते हो एम्प्लॉय वो end customer से, अगर वो कम करते हो, then there is a problem. If you increase, then it is a very good sign for CDSL. Again, if you talk about strong growth in revenues in financial 20, the combination of increase in demat account and positive sentiments in primary and secondary market. So that is the main thing. Again, CDSL is the best possible way to catch the complete market outlook. If you are positive about market, guys, CDSL is the direct beneficiary to that, and that will be a very positive for this stock, because at the end it will be a like a not direct proportionate, but at the end of the day it is hitting its margins also. Growth opportunity. See, guys, now um, uh, the central regulators have make it compulsory that compulsory demat account for non small private companies, total of 1.4 million private companies, and MCI has given September 25 as a deadline. So small private company has to non basically open and demat account. Okay, जो non small private company उनको अपना demat account open करना पड़ेगा, and that is a big opportunity coming for this CDSL. Overall, guys, if you see all the positive and negative, one thing is sure, CDSL is in a good pitch. Now the only problem is the valuation. The valuation is little bit on a higher side, at is this on a 1900 around price. But yes, we cannot forget that the market is maybe seeing a good rally from here also for next 2 years. So thinking that CDSL will have a lower valuation, I don't think that will happen. But yes, at a very every dip, no, I think this is a good stock to hold. And even if it having a 25-30% jump in next few years, I think this stock may do well. So let us see. We'll compare with CAMS also. Now let us take CAMS. CAMS, you know that no, CAMS is nothing but no, it is giving service to mutual fund and lot many other agency also. Again, that is also one type of platform business only. Again, the profitability of the CAMS is going up, increasing share of non-finance business, non-mutual fund business, and improving in mix of equity AUM in total mutual fund AUM. So yes, their main basically focus is on mutual fund business, but now equity business is also doing well. Again, management is quite confident about CAMS, because management is saying that CAMS well serve, CAMS pay, CAMS rep, and Think 360 will significantly boost revenues in the coming quarters. Again, they expect a growth of 20% revenue for the non-mutual fund business. CAMS is one of the regulatory services, you know that for the mutual fund, and that is the benefit they are getting. See, this is what on the CDSL CAMS, they have a unique license which no other company is having for the financial world, and that is what is benefiting these companies. Okay, now if you talk about CAMS, the duopoly nature of the industry and high entry barriers, relatively low risk of market share loss, and higher customer ownership as compared to AMC has literally fueled CAM's position in this market. Even their profitability is much better than asset management company. And that is what is fueling the growth of CAMS over the time. And guys, this is where you have to see about the moat, whether the moat of a company is strong or not. If the moat of a company is strong like this, no, this will always help you. Again, if you see here, structured tailwind of mutual fund industry, mutual fund business very well poised to deliver 1.5 times nominal GDP growth over a long term. And this is what will help CAMS also, because as mutual fund will grow, industry will go, CAMS will also be in a direct beneficial part. And that is why CAMS will have a advantage. Again, few AMC has launched like Helios Mutual Fund and Zerodha Mutual Fund has basically launched their maiden NFO in October 23. And Zerodha has launched their NFO. You know that they have started with the mutual fund business. Again, CAMS mutual fund business AUM stood at around 32.2 trillion, registering a 20% growth year on year. The overall market share is 68.5%, which is a substantial, which is one of the highest. CAMS equity AUM stood of around 15.2 trillion, registering 28% year on year growth. Guys, understand whether a particular AMC will do well or not, but CAMS will do well because they are having a specific, every most of the AUM get registered with the CAMS, and that is the benefit. A unique license is there with the CAMS, and that is what is adding fuel to their profitability. Now let us see the result and quarterly results and everything and ratios for the CAMS. So talking about CAMS, just a minute, let me open it. So if you talk about CAMS, you see it is around 14,000 odd crore company. Again, stock P is 47, little bit higher. ROC is 48%, very good. ROE is 39.7. So you can see such a good ratios are there of CAMS. Even when you talk about their stock price. Now, if you see here, the stock price initially when there was an basically COVID period, at that time, such a good jump was there. Okay. After that, no, the it has not touched that same level of around 3,800. Then it has gone down, and now slowly and gradually it is going up. Okay, so it has not reached the earlier valuation also. Even P ratio, you can see here, earlier it was so high. Then there was a big jump from almost 68, it has gone down to almost 35. Correct. Even though you can see here, the EPS was not falling. And now slowly and gradually, actually it is going. If you say then, I think this is much more comfortable because their P ratio has fallen and not at a high valuation. That is giving a comfort for this. And again, their EPS is also going up. Now, if you talk about sales and margin, guys, if you see their sales and margin, now their sales is almost flattish, but then it has started going up slowly, and operating margin is almost constant around 45 46. If you talk about net profit margin, earlier it used to be above 40 above, but now in few quarters it is constant about 32 33, which is also good. See, this is also good net profit margin, because 30% is not at all bad, and that is a good sign actually. Again, if you talk about Cones, it is ROE is having a 44.7%. Company is maintaining healthy dividend pay of 91%. Now, of course, promoter holding is let, and stock trading is around 17.6 times of their book value. That are some of the negative you have to keep in mind. Now, let us compare first quarterly result, then we'll talk, do the peers comparison with CDSL and all that. So if you see here, sales is not going up so much. It is almost constant. However, slowly and gradually, operating margin is from 43, 44, it is gone to 46, and profit after tax is also around 25%. Correct. So it is having a constant, you can say the sales and profitability not going so much high. And that is why you can see the stock price has not gone so much up the way CDSL has gone up. The growth, if you see here, growth, if you remember, the CDSL was having on a much more on a, you can say, teen side. Now here, if you see the growth, it is much more around, you can see here the compounding sales growth is around last 3 years is 12%. However, CDSL was much more higher. When compounding CAGR profit growth was around 90%, for CDSL it was much more higher. However, yes, uh, here it is 24% CAGR, CDSL was around maybe around 51%. So that's why the CAMS has not gone up so much as compared to the CDSL, because of the you can see the performance. Now let us talk about CAMS and CDSL, their comparison. So if you see here, CDSL, okay, current CMP divided by book value is 16 times, however CAMS is 17 times, so CAMS is on a higher side. ROA, if you see here, CAMS is having higher 27, here it is 19. P ratio 63, much more higher for CDSL, here CAMS it is lower. Again, EV by EBITDA also, CDSL was on a higher side. ROE, again, CAMS is having a much more better ROE than CDSL. Okay, now let us talk about the growth. So sales growth, this year it is around 5 point, and here 7.2 for CDSL. If you take 3 years era, this is what I was talking about. You can see here CDSL is having almost 37 growth, percent growth. However, here CAMS it is almost around 12% only. Profit growth here 37%, and here only 19%. And that's why you can see here the stock price is almost 51%, here 24%. So now if we compare everything, no guys, no doubt that both CDSL and this CAMS are good, no doubt about it, and the growth prospects are good. But yes, CDSL may run faster because it is directly dealing in the direct equity. CAMS is through mutual fund. Again, if the stock market grow, if the grow, and of course mutual fund industry will grow, both will grow, these both companies going to grow. But yes, CDSL will always drive a particular premium. CAMS actually valuation wise is much more at a better level. Even if I take a 15-20% growth, I think the valuation is much better for CAMS. So from here guys, That depends on you what type of stock you want to buy. I'm not denying both stocks are bad, both stocks are good only. Yes, at CAMS it will be like a value pick, and CDS will be like a growth pick. And this is what my take it is, guys. So hope you like this video. And as I told you guys, if you want any stock of yours to be analyzed, please put in the comment box. I'll try to cover in the next video. I try to cover everything, the technical, even if you talk about fundamental thing. And how you are liking this video, just type in the comment box. And if you're not subscribed my channel, guys, I want you guys to click the below link, do subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon next time. See you then. Bye bye.